Hello everyone. Today we'll be taking a look at this Japanese Navy battleship Hyuga high-grade full hull special version in 1/700th scale. So this is from Hasegawa and it is the premium upgrade set for their Hyuga kit. So you get this pretty nice picture of the Hyuga here. This is all the bonus parts added. So you get the wooden base with the printed nameplate, brass barrels, photo etch, die-cast propellers, and the full hull. So let's just zoom in here, focus in. So box art looks very nice. It's some product information over here. This is a Japan domestic product. So there's, I think there's no English on here. Alrighty, so you have the information of the photo etch and the bonus parts on here. And something you do notice is one of the turrets is missing back here, and this is because the Hyuga's turret exploded. Specifically, that turret exploded twice, and the Japanese were like, you know what? This turret's unlucky. Let's just not fix it. And they never fixed it. So it's just missing a turret, and they replaced it with machine guns instead. Alrighty, so let's take a look at our instructions first. So, instructions. Here is some history for the Hyuga, and then your painting scheme that you'll do. I've actually never built a 1/700 scale Issei before. I have an older 1 through 50 scale that I scratch built with cardboard. So looks like just red hull, classic Japanese ship. It's easier to paint because there's no boot stripe that you have to paint, which is nicer, honestly. Okay, and then let's take and look at the Holy, this is very complex. There's no there's no separating the parts. So, well, there's no like separation of the steps. Okay, so it looks like you build the turrets, boats, secondary guns, AA platforms, the entire forward superstructure, two sides of the hull. Then you build all the main guns on there. The bottoms to put together, you build two of the little planes. Then you build the propeller shafts on the bottom, including the bilge keels. Then all this superstructure stuff looks very complex. And then you'll do the photo etch. And it's very nice that the photo etch has these little feet on it, which makes it easier to put on. And then over here, the more photo etch goes on. Then you build the planes, or you put the planes on. All the boats go on. And then there's a boat davits, and then the stairs, and then you build a stand. Okay, so there is a wooden stand with this kit, which is not very common to see. So normally, like the full hull kits, the stand is just plastic, but this is actually a wooden stand, which is very nice. So I am going to varnish mine to make it look better, because this is too light of a wood. If it's varnished, it'll look like that. I'll varnish and oil it, so it's going to look super professional, like a museum piece. And there are the pre-drilled holes for you to put the plastic parts in. Okay, now let's take a look at our main sprues. Everything's in here. Now, I did get this at a yard sale, so this bag has already been opened, but I assure you all the parts are here. Okay, so let's take a look at the parts. First things first, we have A sprue. A sprue has the aft deck, the port side of the ship, the mast, and that's it. There is some the detail in here is actually very nice. You get the darker parts, and then the wooden texture is very good. You have some small deck details. It should not be too difficult to mask the turret, the barbettes off, so that's very nice. Next sprue is the B sprue. The B sprue is the waterline plate. I don't think you'll be using the waterline plate in this case because you have the full hull. Yeah, so, and then you also have the starboard side of the ship. And you notice the torpedo bulges that's on here, because normally this kit's a waterline kit. Okay, full hull. So the full hull here is molded in red, but I'm gonna be painting it. You have your bilge keels. These kind of remind me of samurai katanas, honestly. Propeller shafts, the internal bulkhead, and then the two rudders. And you have additional propeller shafts right here. The fairings for the propeller shafts, and then the whatchamacallits, the stands. But I'm going to paint these like gold, probably. That'd make them look better. Yeah, gold would be a good color. Okay, and that was the N sprue. The next two sprues are the J sprues. The J sprues are your turrets, and you get 6 turrets in total. So you have your 3 turrets here, 6 barrels. The bottoms of the turrets, so the turrets can actually be able to turn. Then you have your some radar looking thing or some circle. You have your flagpole, rangefinders, anchor. I think that's a barbette of some kind, and then 2 cranes. And then a little stick right there. I don't know what that is. But you get 2 of these J sprues. Next sprue right here, we have the K and G sprue. The K sprue has your rangefinders and your casement guns. And the G sprue has your internal bracings for the hull, because the hull is the 2 halves. Here's another K sprue. The gun stocks are molded pretty nicely on these. You get 2 of them, because this thing has 16 5.5-inch guns. This sprue is the D sprue. The D sprue has all your superstructure stuff, that pagoda mast, huh? So you have your deck right here, and then the superstructure walls, I guess. Can't really tell exactly what this is, but it's all the levels of the deck that just get built up, because this thing has like 2 forward and aft superstructures. And then right here, you have your foredeck. The foredeck has all the details already molded on there, so painting on it, you do have to do a little bit of masking to get the good airbrushed effect on there, but it wouldn't be too difficult. Then you have the the lattice structure, but that will be replaced by the photo etch. And then here is your AA guns would go there. Then you have your funnels, and then funnel cap. The boats would go in the back. Okay, so these are the main sprues, but then here are your bonus parts. Let me get those guys out. Okay, so let's put the main sprues away, and then here's your bonus sprues. So, here is all of your photo etch. All your photo etch sections are right here, and they do have the little tabs on the bottom, so you just twist them, and they look pretty nice. Then you have your mast, the replacement barbette if you don't want the 5th turret on there. Then you can have the lattice structure I talked about earlier, the boat davits, cranes, additional stuff, the catapults right there, and then additional structures. This sprue is the weapon sprue, and the weapon sprue just has all your AA guns, your turrets, or the secondary turrets. You have a plane, boats, and also searchlights on here. Then this is the standard Waterline series thing that goes in all their kits, like Tamiya's, Hasegawa's, Aoshima's. They all have this one. They share the sprue. Lastly, we'll have our bonus parts right here. The bonus parts include the 4 cast propellers. Metal ones. Nice. And then you will have your nameplate, and this is a sticker, and it says 日本战舰名相. So, Japanese battleship Hyuga. And then you also have your 12 barrels, so you can do 10 turrets. You can also do 12 turrets, which is nice that they included that. And then here is your decals. Yeah, this is the ship's name. And then you have some plain decals. 2002 decals. This kit's 2007. So 2007 kit. It still looks very nice though. With the photo etch, I think I can do a pretty good job with this. Okay, anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.